Hey guys.
Wait.
Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a special video for you guys. I have my girl over here, Talia. I'm gonna put her like at somewhere in this section right over here. Okay, so today we're gonna do a get ready with me. We're gonna just do our makeup and drink. Obviously we've done it already, but we're gonna try to multitask and get this shit done. And you guys are just gonna go with us. So first, I do want to say I finally reached 200 subscribers. So thank you guys so much. Honestly, every subscriber means a lot to me. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. Make sure to like and comment as well. And let's get started. This is what we're drinking. What is this? Black Power. Is that Power? No. Black Tower.
It might as well be Black Power still.
Black Power, because you know. So we're gonna just be talking about relationships. Fuck, I can't talk.
Bro, I've been trying to open this and like, you can't have that in there. It's just a normal thing, but it's not. Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Yeah, I literally just have crazy hands.
Yeah, so first thing, we got a drink. If you guys don't have wine, go get it, because we just can't have this convo without alcohol right now. We're just gonna be talking about relationship topics. I like went and found questions and Talia has not seen them yet, so we're gonna just get our shit together. Okay, so if you're broke, should you be in a relationship?
The question is, should you?
Yeah, if you're broke, should you be in a relationship?
That's a hard question, because it's like, when do you should, like, how can you should? You know what?
The dreams that you had.
Yeah, like let's just say, like, should you be, like, should that be your main focus?
Probably
like,
not.
You don't think?
Probably not.
You know,
but
okay.
Like, I don't know, for me, like, I'm someone who likes to also have the ability to provide in a relationship. So if I don't have my own, you let someone feed you, you let them starve you still.
Oh, okay, that's a good one. I think anyone, like, I mean, like, I'm not saying like broke people can't have love, like that's not what I'm saying. I just want to be chilling up in the crib all day doing nothing, and we just chill. We don't go nowhere. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. And also, like, if I'm gonna be in a relationship with someone, it's probably because I see a future. And if you just can't provide, or there's no like signs of that, you don't need to be in a relationship. Like, focus on your life and your career.
But I mean, I think the question is, should you? Will you be? Maybe. Like,
but should you? Probably not.
Probably not.
Okay, so I have a question. Do you believe in second chances in relationships? And like, where do you draw the line?
Yeah. Like, yeah, I do. Depends though.
So you're telling me that if your man's, you find out your man's was being sneaky, he cheats on you, okay, does you dirty, you would give him a second chance?
No, that's why I said depends. I would, it just depends. Like, I draw the line at like any type of like ultimate disrespect. Like, we cannot go back from this, which includes cheating, physical abuse.
Yeah, facts.
Like these types of, yeah, domestic violence. There's some people that are broken and that just keep going back to
their ex,
yeah,
or their mans or whatever.
Yeah, so I would say definitely at one point in time I had a distorted opinion on that, because I would go back for whatever reason, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I honestly think, everyone's gone back at least one time.
For sure. You
know what I mean? But like, second chances, it really depends. Like, I feel like, depends what it is. Cheat, like, nah. If you cheated,
yeah, at this big age, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. I think if I was 17, I'd hear him out.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have that conversation.
I'd hear him out. You still, I think, would have to have a conversation about it. But at this point in my life, there's no time to waste. Like, if you're cheating on me, then you have a lot of time.
Say they cheated, but they actually came and told you straight up, but you didn't hear it from someone else, and they said like, yo, I fucked up,
and this is
just
like
happened. It came from the horse's mouth.
Then I would have a little bit more respect for you as a person, like in terms of your character. Like, you have a little bit, like, you have emotions, you have compassion, you're not a psychopath, you know what I mean? Because only psychopaths be doing these things and they have no remorse. So
honestly,
that is when I'm like scared for my life.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
But if you're coming to me and telling me like what happened, okay, I have respect for you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, and then do you think you would
But I would cut for sure.
You would still cut?
I think I would cut.
You know what I realized? Even in those times when I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna give them another chance. Like the moment you do me dirty,
yeah, it's done.
I don't even look at you the same.
No.
Like I physically can't even bring myself to like, you'll never just be in the same like, what is it, pedestal?
Yeah,
that you ever were. So like you'll never get the same me.
For sure.
I don't know how to explain it, but so like I've genuinely tried to give people second chances, but it just never works. I don't want to say I hold grudges, but something like that.
It's also manipulation if they make you feel bad for like wanting to leave. Like
Bro,
just because you
there's
told
a lot
me,
of people like that.
Yeah,
Oh my
exactly.
God.
But just because you told me does not give you the right to now expect me to stay with you.
Yeah,
Sorry.
or gaslight.
Like, no. You fucked up. You came up and told me about it, so you were adult about one part of that. But at that point, you gave me the choice, did you not?
That's facts.
You gave me the choice.
That's actually facts.
You know, but I know myself, if I was to stay with someone like that, that would stir in me and that I would forever like want to check your phone. I want to know who you're talking to. Absolutely. Check people's phones?
I've actually never done that.
Wow. No, I have 100%
Really?
have.
Okay, so what's the right way to check someone's phone?
There is no right way.
No,
Let me just,
okay.
disclaimer.
Okay.
Once it gets there, toxic. Like, just know. Once it gets there, toxic.
Okay, but you know what? Some people enter relationships on that tip already.
Yeah, toxic though. Like,
You think you're lasting? That's not lasting. I'm fucking weak. It can last for 5 years and it's not lasting, bro. I'm dead.
toxic.
Unless you're slick.
Yeah.
Bro,
well,
you can check his phone, just don't get caught. Honestly, I've wanted to check phones, but I've genuinely just never done that because I just like,
no, I've definitely done
I
that.
think if you really go looking, you're gonna, like, you're asking to be heard.
Yeah, but me, I'd rather know.
Do you think that all men cheat?
No.
No?
I actually don't.
No?
I think all men have this toxic masculinity where they will be tempted so bad that it's like they have this temptation that they just can't get rid of.
Mm-hmm.
And towards like the poom, you know what I'm saying?
I'm weak.
They're just weak to it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, but I mean, if you're weak to it, then that means you're gonna slip up.
But that's my point.
Okay.
Not all men actually act on it though.
I feel like, you know, if I'm genuinely honest with myself, I feel like all men cheat. I do believe that there's good men out there. Like, I'm not one of those that's gonna sit here and say that like all men are trash, because I know that's not true. But I do feel like a lot of females get into relationships and they think that a man is suddenly gonna go from sleeping with a whole bunch of women and then just being faithful to them. If a man has never practiced any sort of discipline in his life, you can't expect marriage, a title, a relationship to change that all of a sudden. You know what I mean? Like, that's his own battle that he needs to deal with.
But
You know
like,
what I mean?
who are we choosing? You know what I mean? Like, if I see your track record, I'm not gonna all of a sudden expect a change just because.
Yo, but sometimes, but even when you do think you choose properly, bruh, people surprise you.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think if anything, the people who like make you feel like no, that's never gonna happen are probably the ones that are going to do you and like do you dirty in the
Bro.
in the end.
So then who
I
do
don't
you
know.
trust? Who do you trust?
For me, I have to put in like some type of faith in it until I'm proven wrong. Like,
Yeah.
innocent until proven guilty.
Okay.
And if I'm the type of person that doesn't even want to go through the trouble of that, then like I am depriving myself of something.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Okay, we have to drink the whole thing. Can you do
What
that?
do you mean?
Yeah.
Wine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cheers. What are your biggest red flags for you?
Okay.
Or things that you just won't do? Oh, deal breakers. That's hard.
What's
Okay.
yours first?
Okay.
I have to think about it.
Okay, so I don't know. That's actually a hard question. You did.
Right?
What is a
Dang.
deal breaker? Someone who doesn't take care of themselves.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm gonna be offending people. Crooked teeth. Honestly, no. Teeth is really important to me. It is important.
It is.
You know what I mean? Like,
agree.
ideally, someone who keeps their oral health like really good is really important. Obviously, smelling really good is important. Guys with female best friends.
Ooh.
Yo, I don't think I
That's a
can
good
do
one.
that. If your best friend is a female, that's the person you're supposed to be with. that's your future partner. Just stop playing games and just marry them. Like, that's who you're supposed to be with.
And like, that's a lot for a guy. Like, if you're a guy and you have a female best friend, like all your other guy friends are just friends and she's your best friend.
Your best friend?
That I can't do either. I don't think I can do that.
Oh my god, there was one time a guy said to me, he had the nerve, he was like, my female best friend has to approve of you before we get to
That's why.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine the nonsense?
No, that's
scary.
wild.
You got me sick. You guys need to be together. I could definitely date someone that has friends of the opposite sex, but one thing I don't do is like when you start dating someone and they have new female friends popping up everywhere. Like, we should know by now who your main people are. So would you be okay if your significant other was still in contact with their exes?
You're trying to trigger me. You're trying to trigger me.
We're all triggered, trust me.
Bro, honestly, before it happened to me, I've been like, no, are you crazy? Like,
really?
And then it happened and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm gonna have to deal with this. Like, you have to address it. Like, you can't just be like, bye.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this, it's never going to happen to me again. Because that particular situation, once we ended, that person went back to their ex.
Yeah.
So that is something that I am proactively, you know, just staying away from. I don't have a, like, in it of itself, I don't think it's a bad thing. Like, I have exes that I'm like cool with. Like, we're not friends, but we're just like, you know, like, I don't have any hatred towards you or anything. But
you're just on, like, I guess good terms or whatever.
Yeah, but if you're like out here communicating on a daily basis, or even weekly, monthly basis, like, I don't see the reason.
Yeah.
I don't see the reason.
No, I agree with you. I've been in that situation once. All I have to say is the way you get them is how you will lose them. Always those types of guys that have to go back to their ex every time.
Every time something happens?
Yeah, every time something happens, they go back or you find them. This ties back into the stuff with the whole best friends. Like, the worst is meeting a guy, he says like, oh yeah, like, we're just best friends, that's my best friend, whatever, only to find out that that's his ex.
Bro, fact.
Bro,
That's, like,
all I have to say is I do extensive research on anyone that I'm entertaining. I'm sorry. I mean, if I'm taking you serious, like, you know what I mean? Do you Google people? Because I Google people.
I mean, I don't Google them.
You don't? I Google people. I'll Google you. Because things pop up. Google has everything.
Yeah, no, I'm sad. Like, if I'm dating someone, I'm the type of person that, like, I don't just meet you and then we start dating.
Yeah,
I've probably known you for a while.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But there is some type of history, like, we've been friends before, or like...
I don't even like that. Like, I feel like if I made you my friend, there's a reason. Like, I'll never see you outside of that. Like, you're just my friend. Like,
yeah, no, I'm not like that.
I don't know how people do that. They'll like be friends with someone for so long and then all of a sudden they like have feelings for each other out of nowhere. Like, I just...
No, that usually is not out of nowhere though. That's the thing.
Oh, so they've been repressing?
Probably. I think we all have a little bit of toxic. I hate that word though. But I think sometimes as a woman, I always like blame my counterpart. However, I do, you know, have to take responsibility for some of the things I do. I know the way I grew up and I know my family, I know my culture. Toxic things within my culture and my family that you bring in your relationships, which we think is the other person, but like, we're just traumatized.
We're just traumatized, right?
To be honest,
so we're just deflecting.
Yeah.
A lot of black people do that, period.
A lot of black people do
Honestly,
that.
a lot of people need therapy. Myself, we all need therapy. I don't think it's a good thing.
I don't think a lot of people need therapy. I think we all need therapy.
Yeah.
Like, we all of us.
Like, silent pause.
No, straight up. I actually think we all need therapy. Like,
we do.
As I get older and I'm like, you know, getting to know my parents on a different level, I feel.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, y'all needed therapy. And therefore, I need therapy. No, straight up. That's generational.
Yeah, because you know, black people don't want to talk about no feeling.
Bro.
They don't want to. Honestly, the generation before is really different though. Like, they were
very.
Honestly, it's either you were raised on survival or you're raised on love. Because people who are raised on survival, those are people who probably do you dirty, but that's because they genuinely just know that I need to survive. I come first. I need to figure out how to get from A to B.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, I understand it, but if you're the type of person that was, you know, raised on love and you're experiencing that type of person, trauma.
It's traumatizing.
That's traumatizing.
That's traumatizing. I need to finish this. I've been literally doing the same thing, I feel, for the last
low-key, I was like, yo, I just keep contouring. Okay, well, I have a story. I have a story time. I don't know how much of the story I can really tell, but Okay. So I met this guy at the club, okay? Obviously exchanged numbers. This was back when we were like outside, you know?
Where we at? Oh, you want to know where I'm at? We outside!
He was like hitting me up and he wanted to hang out. And at the time, like where we live, every summer there's like a rib fest. So yeah, honestly, Mans was from out of town. So I go. I can't even lie. At this time I did not have a car, did not have my license. This was like years ago. Okay, so at the time I used to work at Guess. Okay, this must have been 2016, 2014, something like that. I had a Guess bag, and there was this time where Guess bags just look like Tory Burch bags. And if you don't know what that is, I'm gonna see if I can get a picture and I'll just show you guys like what the bag looked like. It looked like this, okay? And so first thing this guy said to me, he was like, oh, you look like you take care of yourself. He's like, oh, like you look like you got money.
Screaming.
And like me and my young self, I was like, oh, that's like a compliment. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, like, you know, I pride myself on taking care of myself. So I was like, okay. Next thing you know, like, I think where we were at, we were like in the South Central, and the place where the Rib Fest was is downtown. So I'm thinking like, okay, we're about to either drive there, we're about to Uber there, I think. And this guy says we're gonna take the train. So we have a train, okay? And he, mind you, he's not from here. So I'm just kind of wondering like, how do you know how to take the train? So I'm thinking like nigga has money, so I just really didn't think that we were gonna be taking public transit, you know? But we did, and nigga knew the routes. He really knew the routes to take. So we get there, we pull up, and when you get to the festival, you basically like, you try the different types of ribs that you wanna get. And then once you know what you want, you buy a full order. So we go, and we go to a spot, and they only take cash. So we go to an ATM to try to take out some money, and like when it came time for him to take out money, he was like, I can't even lie to you, like I don't even have $20 to take out. And like he said it twice, so I was like, oh shit, okay. So like honestly, he literally only had a 5 on him. I think, you know, nowadays ATMs you can take out $5 if you wanted to, but back in the day you can't. No, so I was like, damn, okay. So I took out money, obviously. I went to go get food, and yes, I bought him food because there's no way I wasn't gonna eat in front of him and not have him eat. But bro, when I tell you, when the guy got that meal, he ate it so fast, it was like he hadn't eaten in a long time.
Oh, that's so sad.
It is sad, but it was like
so sad.
It was sad, but at the same time, I was like, damn, like, why ask someone out on a date if you don't have money? That's what I'm trying to say. If you don't have money, just don't date.
I don't care to like cover the bill. Like I've definitely paid for a guy's meal before.
Yeah.
But in terms of when you are asking me to go out on a date, I don't expect to be paying. Like, that's my stance on that. If you ask me out and I end up paying for my own meal, we just hung out as friends. Like, we're not.
That sounds so bad, but seriously though, if you ask me out and you don't pay, we're friends.
We're friends. Like, we just chilled, basically. Like,
you're the homie.
Yeah, like,
you're the homie.
Honestly, like, there's no... And I don't think you can come back from that. I'm sorry.
No, if it's the first time. Yeah, so do you think like men should pay on the first date?
I don't think you have to. Like, let's say like I shoot my shot and like whatever, I ask someone like, let's go eat.
Yeah.
I don't mind paying. Like, I'll pay. For sure. But I think like I am.
But it's a man that's pursuing you.
Yeah, like,
and then he takes you out.
No, I'm very traditional in that sense. Like, I think you should be courting me. I want to see what you do when you're trying to impress a woman. If you don't end up paying for someone, or you know, at least doing the most for a little date, I don't see what I'm expecting in our relationship.
Actual relationship. Yeah.
Like,
and that's not even. I agree with you 100%. But that's not even to say that I'm not willing to pay for a date. Like, if we're already in a relationship, and like I already know that the person I'm with, their first instinct is to provide, because I am also traditional in that sense. Like, I have no problem paying for dates. I have no problem planning dates even. Like,
yeah, 100%.
I could definitely do all those things, you know, but I just feel like as a man, like I do want to see that you have that instinct to provide. Do relationships work better when the man loves the woman more or equally? I think the man needs to love you more, because I think women be that other half for a man. Most women, for the most part, right? And bro, I'm trying to like keep my thoughts together, but like, whoa, we drink a little too fast. I feel like a man that loves you more will already meet you at the standard that you want for the most part. and then, you know, equally from that point you guys can build together, because I can promise you a man that doesn't love you as much as you do will not do the things that you would hope for. I think some people would argue with me on this one and think like people should love each other equally, but
I am more definitely on that. Only because, speaking from experience, I know myself. Like, if I feel safe when a man loves me more, but for the long term that doesn't work for me, because I know at some point I'm never gonna value them the way they value me.
why is that though?
If they love me more than I do.
But what are you equating love to? Like, are you
What are you
mean, like,
because I don't feel anyone should feel like less loved, you know what I mean?
that's true. I think when I think of like a man loving you more, it just means that he's ready and open a little more than the average man, because not every man is at that spot.
But not every woman is at that spot. We're assuming that every woman is to love a man the way they should be. Like, we all assume because we've been
just
hurt.
just think about like, make it a little less complicated. When you meet someone, you both like each other. We're not saying that you guys don't like each other, you know what I mean? But in the matters of love in the heart, I think when a man loves you more, you're more likely to be treated well. I'm not talking about asking extra of someone. I'm just talking about something as simple as like respect, being taken care of. You know what I mean? Do you get what I'm trying to say? If he cherishes something, he will take care of it. I just think that women inherently by default, whether they want to, they just have a caring bone in them. I know there's some women that aren't like that, but for the majority, and I'm only gonna talk on what I know, and I can only speak on myself, and I can say that we're more ready and willing to have that type of care for someone off the get in comparison to men. Like, imagine a man that loves you more, their more is honestly just meeting you at where you are in general.
I don't agree with them loving me more, because me, I know as a person, if I feel comfortable, like, that would make me feel safe if someone loved me more, but that's not always good for me. Like, that's okay, it's not always good for that person. Like that person should like also deserve someone that loves them to the capacity that they love.
I agree, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna treat them any less.
But I mean, I guess that's, I wouldn't treat them
any less.
If I don't love them more, like, I don't know what that means though. Like, love someone more, I don't know what that means, to be honest.
No, to be honest, my mom has always said that to me.
Yeah, but I think that's something like, I know that's something my mom has said that to me too.
Yeah?
Like, I think it's a culture thing.
It might be culturally speaking.
Because that's what I'm saying. Based on the circumstances that, like, my mom or my mom's mom has gone through, I feel like, yeah, like, in that circumstance, you need to have a man that loves you more, because you don't know these things.
But, okay, we both said that we feel like we're traditional women. The question is, how traditional are we talking? So, like, cooking for your man, taking, you know, being there all... You won't cook for your man? No?
I'll cook for you, but
no.
This is the difference with me. So I don't come from just one culture, if people don't know.
Yeah, let them know, because people don't know what you are.
I'm half Haitian and half Salvadorian. So traditionally speaking, culturally speaking, both of these cultures, the women are the home care providers, I would say. Like, they cook, they clean, they take care of the kids, they're usually home, blah, blah, blah. My family in specific, my dad's side of the family is Salvadorian. My grandmother was a human rights activist. She's a feminist. She has never been married in her life.
Go on, sis. No.
Doesn't cook.
Okay, but do you feel like... Okay, so I think you've had grandmothers on both sides of the spectrum.
Yes, exactly. So I've had... But at the same time, my grandmother on my Haitian side has been married, has cooked and cleaned and done the whole stay-at-home wife thing, but now she's divorced. Anyways, in terms of love from a man, both my grandmothers are single as a Pringle. And I feel like I can relate to both and I can learn from both.
Okay, so then where do you sit then? Because all you told me right now is about how your grandmothers live their lives. So what about you? Okay, when I say like a man loving you more, I'm not talking about a man that you can run over. He's still a man. I mean, like, he has his own choices. He can do what he wants. It's not about controlling. Like, do you feel like that's how you envision that?
For me, love is like not, you can't like see that. Like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, love is in all of us. I don't think I can love someone more than they love me. I feel like the woman doesn't value the man as much as they should be valued.
Because he loves them more?
Yes, 100%. Because I mean, what is the goal of that? Like, you need to find a man that loves you more. Okay, so what's the goal?
From my understanding, it just means that that man will treat you, will think about your feelings a little more than the average man. I think that's all that means.
The average man.
the average man that may not, knowing that a lot of men do cheat, a lot of men will be selfish, a lot of men will...
Right, but that's also a perspective.
It is a perspective. 100%. All of this is perspective, but it's also based off of personal experience too.
So then the question is not a man should love you more than you, it's more than the average.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
but that wasn't
okay, I
the
know what
initial
you're trying to
question.
say.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm talking in terms of my relationship with them. They love me more than I love them.
You know what?
To me, in my head, I don't, like, it doesn't sound
You know what
good
it
to
is
me.
though? I think when our grandmas and our mothers in that generation tell us those things, it's because they have seen a lot of men leave them, a lot of men cheat on them or do whatever. And as a result, they're saying like, yo, if you get a man that loves you more,
You won.
You're not even that you won, but you're less likely to experience those things, because unfortunately most men will do those things. But if you get a man that loves you a little more,
me, in terms of someone who grows as a person, I can tell you that I grow more as a person when, like, I'm equal to my partner.
okay,
Because I am equally challenged and I'm challenging them equally. Like, I don't, the thing is with someone who loves you more.
You can't be equal with someone, like equal in life, in business.
If someone loves me more, no.
Yeah,
because already that's they love you more is because they probably see you like, oh my god, you're like someone I've never had before, you're probably too good for me. Like, that's what I think with when someone is like with me, that loves me more, is because I'm probably too good for them.
Guys, so moral of the story, in matters of love, I don't know what I'm saying.
Please don't listen to us.
Don't listen
Please.
to us. Thank you guys so much for watching my channel. I guess this is the final look. We tried our best, even though we were just
I'm really
drinking
not
a little
even
bit.
done, but
We're not really done, but this is the final look. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you like videos like this. I can bring more content to you guys, and thank you guys so much for watching.